what do you believe at this very instance, at this very moment, if you're not able to go to the past or the future?
Well, I would say nothing.
Okay.
There would be no beliefs. It doesn't appear to be any beliefs. Or
At
like
this
I would
very
know.
instance?
Yeah, like I would know, like I would know if it's a belief, but like I would say I would know that like I'm here, that there's something happening right now.
What do you
Like,
even
sort of,
without what do you even without that belief at this very second? Just go directly with it.
I would say there's no beliefs without going to the past or the future.
Okay. All right. So what do you without language at this very moment?
Without language, it's like just like energy.
That's language still.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Just go directly with it. What do you without language at this very instance?
So you're saying without using words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a quietness or a directness.
Yeah. I was going to say indescribable.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's in between thoughts and no thoughts?
Like space.
Yeah. Is it non-duality unthinkable, undescribable? So here it is, just really, really plain without whistles, bells and whistles, basically, right? It's just that simple clarity without language. And then if you don't have a next, because the next is just a thought, and the past is just a thought, then there's got to be just this. But the mind wants to have a firework. How do I end this? How do I do this? But what if you take away the next? Then what's wrong with this moment?
Yeah. There's just this.
Yeah. Even if you take away the word this, what's left? Because that just becomes another landing. What are you looking at if you cannot use words?
I'm hearing what you're saying, and I'm also noticing like some resistance. There's like a.
What do you without that observer? Then take away the language. What do you without the narrator, the witness, the observer? Again, if you take away the next and the past, then what's wrong with this moment? If you take away the belief or non-belief, then what's here? It's just like dismantling the illusion by slowly, you know what I'm saying, unveiling it. Because every single word is made up, language is made up, but there's something here that cannot be made up. And the thoughts will try to come in the background, right? But if you don't give it a past or a future, then it has nowhere to go. Then there's almost like a quietness or a very subtle directness. Some people call it direct experience. Some people call it awareness, but even get rid of those words, right? There's a quietness. And don't get attached to words like, is this my true nature? Even take that out, right? So the mind will just create a contradiction, right? If it says this is it, then later on it will say this is not it. So what's between this is it and this is not it? How are you feeling, by the way?
I'm hearing what you're saying, and I guess you could say I'm seeing what you're saying too.
Yeah.
Just layers of like concepts, like that language and yeah. So I was just noticing like um, I was just seeing the layers of concepts that you were trying to direct me towards, like trying to direct me towards to move past those or to kind of like see them. To where there's nothing. That's yeah. I guess what I was experiencing was just noticing how many layers of
Yeah.
concepts there are
Yeah.
in my head and that in my kind of how I perceive the world.
Yeah.
But
It's just like it's like pulling back the curtains one, slowly, right? To see that everything that you think, everything that you know, everything that you believe is a fabrication. So
yeah,
everything that you hear, everything that you believed is also a fabrication. But there's something here that cannot be said or cannot be pointed at, to be honest, right? And but it's always here. It does not need any kind of inquiry or any kind of investigation or something. It's just being direct with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate like the true nature and all these concepts, and they can become part of like the hamster wheel or just this can be part of the suffering of
Yeah, yeah.
awareness and just thinking about, it's like,
Even if I say that there's no there, this is all self or there is no self, those are just concepts, right? So what are you without ideas?
mm.
And it's very simple, right? When there are no thoughts, it's all over.
It's all over.
Yeah. But when there's thoughts, it will never be over. And the question is, well, how do I get rid of thoughts? But getting rid of thoughts is just a thought. So what's in between thoughts and no thoughts?
When you say it's all over, can you say more?
Yeah. When there is no thoughts, is there something missing? When there are no thoughts, is there a next? When there are no thoughts, is there a past?
So it's like seeking is over.
Yeah. But since thoughts are just fabrication, so what's being sought is fabrication. So where are the thoughts if you cannot go to the past or the future?
Nowhere.
There you go. So what's there to seek if you cannot go to the past or the future?
Nothing.
Yeah. What's there to know when you can't go to the past or the future?
Nothing.
So is seeking over when there's no past or future? Yeah. So I don't really go into concepts. I just go directly, right? So without the past or the future, what's the concept?
Mm. I get quiet in times like this because there's really nothing to say.
Yeah, yeah. There's really nothing to say, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But well, I'm okay. It's just there's nothing really to say because I'm.
It's okay. Yeah. There's really nothing to say. Because the more that you think or say about this, it just muddies the water. It's already clear. Right? I really have no teachings, right? So because the moment that I try to teach or try to describe, even if I say this is not a teaching, it's still a teaching.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Yeah. Really, that's it. That simple. There are some people that have been seeking for 50, 60 years, right? And they get here and they're like, what the hell was I seeking for? It's just really simple. It's almost like elementary. It's like a little
Yeah.
kid. A kid can get it, right? So it's that simple. The more they intellectualize this, I'm glad that it's softening for you a little bit, right? You know, that influence of the mind, basically. The mind, the me, the character, the self, right? So, but don't even get caught up in that because that's just another landing. So any landings, the mind, it's almost like where the mind can, it's a breeding ground for the mind to create another, maintain its dominance, basically, right? So it's between mind and no mind.
Yeah. It's like the mind doesn't like groundlessness.
No, no, no. It's like jumping off a plane and not having any parachutes because there's no ground.
Right.
Yeah.
We're never going to hit the ground, so it's okay.
It's okay, yeah. And that's really just the simplicity of it, right? I don't have to make a case that there's no me or it's all self or it's all awareness or I have to tell you my sad story of my suffering, of my seeking, right? Because they're all irrelevant. Yes, groundlessness, basically. It's almost like a soft floatingness, right?
Yeah, I just noticed my mind just wants to just add things to what's happening.
Of course, yeah, 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 yeah. Take away the past and the future again. If you don't give it a ground to stand on, it will fall apart. And it's a gradual unfolding. You don't give it any kind of position. If you think you got it, the mind will create that you lost it, make a case that you lost it,
Mm.
right? The moment that you say that I got enlightened, the mind will say that I lost my enlightenment, right? So it's very simple and it's very subtle, but the mind operates in time, right? So the moment that you give it a marker or a timestamp or a timeline, then it will also create an ending and a beginning, right? So what I'm trying to talk about does not really have any timelines to it. It's what's always here. So it's what is always infinite, so to speak, right? And it's just another concept, but just don't buy into what I'm saying. But try to see what I'm trying to say, right? That don't give it any kind of permission to land, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the simplicity of life just unfolds, right? So
There's no issue with living life from this place of groundlessness.
yeah,
No problems.
yeah. Well, problems may arise, but if you don't give it a ground, then it's okay, right? So it's so simple, so simple, so simple that it defies the mind, right? The mind goes, well, how simple it is.
Can't be that.
It can't be that. Yeah, yeah. And it tries to create levels, and levels is just off the mind, right? You can't measure what already is always unmeasurable. So in the relative, let me talk about the relative, right? There is a tendency to go back and forth, right? So for example, if you think that you lost it, what's between I got it and I lost it?
Mm.
When there's a strong sense of I, self, or whatever, what's between I and no I? Self or no self? Me or no me? Awareness or no awareness? They're just words. They're all words are made up. Don't get caught up in them. The words will have an opposite, and that's when you know that it's made up. Because something that cannot be made up will never have an opposite. Try to think of something that doesn't have an opposite. So thinking is just an opposition to what already is. It's a dividing mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's the two
Yeah.
divides.
Yeah. The moment you think, the moment someone utters something about this, it's a division. It's a two. The moment there's a teacher or a speaker, there's a two, right? And that's why I stopped doing those big group meetings and everything, right? Because it just creates a two. Someone knows and someone doesn't know.
Ah.
Yeah. But if you prod the speaker or the teacher, if they really know anything, if they're honest, they'll say that they have no idea what this is.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because last night I had this, I guess, or epiphany or realization. I was like, what is all this? I'm just attached to this body in this weird happening thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know like what's happening. Like
Oh, no.
this is just all
Because if you take away the past and the future, do you know what you are?
no. Like I think
Yeah.
that's what I was touching into. Like there's just
Yeah.
I'm just this. I don't know.
Even take away
It's-
the word this, because the people are capitalizing the word this with capital T now, right? So take away the word this.
yeah.
Yeah. because the mind is beginning to adapt to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just mysteriousness.
Even that, take it away.
You're right. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why it's helpful to someone to reflect back. Not even that, right? Like, yeah, like it's just, it's hard to do that when you're alone, right? Like, because the mind will just go. But so it's really helpful just to say, not even that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
just,
We've said too many words already. All words are made up, right? So, yeah.
yeah.
Again, it's over when you're not thinking, but this has nothing to do with thoughts. This is not about getting rid of thoughts or claiming to have no thoughts. It's just a thought, right? When all of it becomes irrelevant, basically. Because if you take away the past and the future, where's the thought?
Nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm just noticing how subtly the mind wants to come in and be like, is this it?
Give it no mind. Well, it wants to create it. This is not it, right? So what's between is this it and this is not it. Because the very tool that you're trying to see that's not true is the one that you're using when you buy into that. If either this is it or this is not it. It's just groundlessness. That's it. It's just curiosity, right? There's curiosity, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't give it any ground, then everything just dissolves. And that's too many words.